So we've just come over to the start finish line. We're pushing back up onto the first climb again. It looks like these the two French lads in the French team are still just a little bit off the front, but can't see it holding. The gap is slowly starting to. It's not getting any bigger anyway, which is good. With the rest of the guys now in a slightly larger group, I would expect to see them chase these two down really. So Poole wheelers have now got 61 team members on Zwift Power, which is amazing, considering this time last year I think we had about 3 or 4. So in the year, the virtual racing has absolutely kicked off huge, as it has with a lot of other teams and clubs, purely because there's no other racing available to actually do. So really good, really exciting stuff, and accessible for everyone really. So just looking along the right hand side here, the two French chaps at the front, Sylvain is actually pushing 4.3 watts per kilogram, which is very high. I think his teammates dropped him slightly, with Julian just behind. I think he's going to get swamped in. It'd be interesting to see if he holds the back of the pack. As they go by, they might literally go past him and leave him for dead, but I think he's a bit stronger than that. I think he'll tag onto the back of this. Yeah. The four-wheelers team just literally just hanging off the back here and just letting Tugaz, is it Tugaz? Team Tugaz? Letting them do a bit more of the work here. Yeah, you can still see Sylvain has actually gained a bit of time in this group now. He's actually 11 seconds ahead. He's a strong rider, really strong. So we've got Josh in this group now. Josh is all 4 back together again. Josh has also only been Zwifting since Christmas. Again, very new to the sport, very strong rider. He's been with the club for a good 3 or 4 years, riding it outdoors as we would do. Josh uses the elite chrono fluid trainer with the ASIO power medals, if I said that right. Good combination. It means you can use your power meter pedals outside as well as on the turbo, so certainly something I would have wanted to think about. Here we go, here's one of the two guys making a little bit of a move. I think this Sylvain chap has got quite a lot of power in his legs, hasn't he? He's earlier he was pushing 4.8 watts per kilogram, but he's dying off a little bit now, going down to 2.6. So hopefully he might have worn himself out a little bit, but I suppose he is on the flat and definitely is going downhill as well, so that's part of the reason. So with Sylvain at the front here, actually, even though he's pushing hard for this to actually gain a bit more space or create a bigger gap, he's actually in a little bit of danger actually from actually over categorising himself here, because with it being such a hilly route, he could possibly end up finishing this course as a Cat B rider. So I know he's on the limit, but we'll have to see how that one goes. It depends how if he's been sandbagging or not. So with the series, up until race 4, you're able, if you increase. Oh, here we go. If you increase category up to race 4, you actually have to jump up another team. However, after race 4, going into race 5, if you do increase category after that point, then you can still remain in your existing team, which is good. It allows for natural development, natural ability and strength, and riders getting faster. So it looks like Leighton's actually starting to take control of this a little bit more. He's trying to kick off the front, trying to chase this Sylvian down. I can't even see him, he's up the road, he's probably gone. Oh no, hang on, I might be wrong here. Sylvian is back in the group now, so I think we've actually caught him. I thought I completely missed that. Just going to take a look back at the rest of the team. Let's have a look and see where Sarah's getting on. She's on her. I think it looks like this was always going to happen. I think with this course, it's going to be difficult to stay in a group and difficult to stay on a pace because just so many different abilities out there. So Sarah's been with Zwifting for about 3 years. She's 3 years, 1 year. 1 year for Sarah. She uses the Elite Diretto as well. She never quite fancied cycling indoors until she actually tried it, and now she actually got the bug massively, so she's hugely into it. Let's go back to the front group. I think this is going to be where the fireworks starting to happen, I think. I mean, we've got less than 10 kilometres to go now, and the pace is really high considering how hilly this is. Just going to go on team radio. I can't quite see what the time split is back to the second group battle. I just saw it down there, 1.5 minutes back to the second group. So these front guys are absolutely flying. David Tilstead, currently watching Josh. David Tilstead just behind him. He's actually just in front now. David has been with Zwift for 3 years. He uses the Savis Hammer trainer. Absolutely loves it. He swears by it. He thinks it's an awesome trainer. I've never used one myself. David was telling me earlier his first experience riding with Poole wheelers. He turned up to a weekend group ride and saw a load of young lads turn up, thinking, "Well, this is going to be alright. I think I'll be able to stay with these lads." Absolutely not a chance. These kids absolutely fly. Yeah, and I completely echo that. I think I've done that before and experienced that. Just turned up and seen a load of kids And I think anything I've ever learned as a cyclist is literally never judge a cyclist based on their appearance, their age, or their gender, because they may not look strong, but they can absolutely rinse you. Oh, and whenever a cyclist tells you there's no more hills, there's always another hill. That's something I've always learned. Zwift is looks like one of the chaps is just talking off the back of the group now. I don't know if he's going to regain. Trouble is, once you get dropped, it's so hard to get back onto these groups. The drafting effect is so effective that yeah, the minute you get dropped, you're spat and you've gone. So you need to make a big effort to get back in that group. If you don't make that effort, then you've gone. It looks like he might have just actually tagged back on, which is good. So they're just coming now down through this little kicker here as they go over the bridge, just over this little river on the mini map on the top right corner is where the KOM starts for this lap. There's the start of the KOM. Kicks up straight away, 7%, 6%. Look at that, tough, really tough climb, especially with all of the other climbing on this route. Currently watching Matt Colley. Matt Colley's our team captain. He stepped up to the job for this season. It's very good of him. He's been keeping everyone in check. Matt's been Zwifting since only since last year, I believe, from March last year. I think when Leighton, who's also on our team, was getting big into the Zwifting on season 1 of the WTRL, and yeah, Matt saw all of his race reviews on the Poole Wheelers Facebook group and absolutely loved it. So he's been really inspired by him. Looks like Leighton is actually smashing it off the front. He's going for that KOM again. So some good bonus points there for Leighton. Hopefully, if he can maintain that charge up to here. Matt uses the Tax Flow Smart Trainer. He likes it. He thinks it's a very, very natural feel. He swears by it. Favourite snack? Double deckers. Don't blame him on that. I like that. I think he might have earned himself a few after this race. See how Leighton's getting on the front. It looks like he's really, really pushing on, which is good. He's got a healthy gap back to Julian Duhamel. Is that how you spell it? Say it? I should learn these before I start talking. So Leighton, he was, like I say, he was one of the main guys last year to actually start racing in the WTRL and actually promote it big time on the Poole Wheelers Facebook page. And he got a good number of people. I think by the end of the season, he had about 10 or 11 people signed up across a couple of teams. Very strong rider, really, really strong. He actually came off the bike, as in he stopped riding after the last season and actually concentrated on doing a lot of running. So since last year, he's dropped back a few categories on Zwift, but he's still very, very strong, and he's open to push up more categories again for next season. And you can see it here. He's just gone over that KOM, absolutely smashed it. First place. Well done, Leighton. Leighton uses a kicker, Wahoo kicker. He's probably listened to loud metal at the moment. Loves his metal. So if he can, he should. Looks like he's not going to go for the super tuck. He's going to keep pushing. Here he goes into that super tuck. So to get in that super tuck, you need to be on at least 3%, minus 3% decline, going over 57 kilometers an hour, and you need to be stop spinning your legs. So you've got 0 watts on the clock. As we come up to this junction coming up on the mini map on the top right corner, it's going to take the sharp left to almost come back on ourselves. As soon as you get on that road, it's kicked straight up again, and it looks like Leighton's really putting the hammer down here and doing really well. Just using his feather. See, we got another sprint at the top of here, so he's going to be able to get himself another power up, hopefully to use at the end of the race on the final stretch for the final sprint. I'm just going to go on team radio a minute. Leighton sounds actually quite comfortable on a bike. It amazes me how sometimes you listen to people on the race radio and it sounds like they're just going for a Sunday ride. Yeah, they're absolutely nailing the watts. I doubt he's going to go for the actual fastest sprint. He's just going to, I think, use this period to just take his time. It doesn't look like he's going to. He's only doing 2.4, 2.5 watts per kilogram. He's just going to rest up, I think, here. Get a little bit of a breather so he can really push on the next climb and essentially maintain that gap all the way to the finish line, which there's only, I'd like to say, I think it's 27 kilometers, I think. So not long to go now. Definitely give these guys a thumbs up. Get on the old companion app and give them a thumbs up. Let's go back to Matt Colley and I think this was with David. Yeah, so David and Matt are just in the group behind Leighton. Looks like they've only got Julian. Josh has dropped back a little bit, but it's looking good for a top, well, good finish for the top 5, and even top 10 finish for the Poole teams. So as we go around this corner again, it kicks up sharp, but it's only for a short period, and then it's not long after here you've got the Flamme Rouge. Let's see if these guys have, I think we can assist these guys now. Let's look at David. David's staying with the front three. Matt's has pulled back on as well, which is awesome. Well done, guys. Leighton's maintaining that gap. He's doing really well. So as we come around this corner now, I think we may have just gone past the Flamme Rouge, or which would be the Flamme Rouge. So we've got less than a kilometre to go. As you come onto the next bend, it really kicks up to about 7 or 8%. A real tough finish to this race. So at this point, if anyone's got a feather, you're going to use that feather. If anyone's got a draft, now's the time to use it. There you go, here's one feather being used. Looks like Leighton is just, I think he's going to make it. He's going to push all the way to the end now. He's getting to the point where it's starting to flatten out. It's not completely flat, it stays quite it's still a good 2 or 3% incline. David Tilstead pushing on, he's pushing off the front, he's doing really well. Really good. If there's an aero, if anyone's got an aero, now's the time to use it. Well done. Good one, David. Nice one, David. It looks like Leighton's got it. Leighton's got it. Julian behind him's got the feather. He's trying to push, he's pushing, but he's not going to make it. Well done. Well done, David. Well done, Leighton. Well done, Matt. Sarah's doing well. She's just pushing it, keep holding those watts very, very well. Sadie's also holding those watts well. Sadie holds a good 3.2, 3.1 watts very, very easily. That was an awesome finish, guys. That was really, really good. Well done. It looks like a top 1-2 finish for the Poole Wheelers chaps. I think Matt might have got 4th or 5th. I didn't see the results. 4th for Matt. Well done, Matt. Josh got 6th. Well done, Josh. Sadie's doing well. She's coming up to, this is the kicker again. So it kicks up here, it's only for a short period. Well done. So the points actually go down all the way down to 80th position, I believe. So everyone gets points in this race. He was literally, yeah, Sylvian was literally just behind you, Josh. Good work, Sadie. Less than a kilometre to go. As they come around this corner, it does flatten out for a little bit, so you get a little bit of a respite before it kicks right up again. I think Sadie's got her eyes on the chap in front. I think she's going to try and hunt him down, and hopefully Sadie's got a power up in her bag, and the other guy doesn't. That'd be good. Sadie's currently in 30th position, doing really well. She's just coming onto the final straight now, and she's got her 29th position in just 3 seconds ahead of her. So I think she's going to really push hard. Go on, Sadie. And it looks like she's caught him. Push on, Sadie. Well done. Keep going. Push. Push. That's it. Good. Well done. Nice sprint. Yes. Well done. The chap behind you is absolutely smoked. He's hitting 1.8 watts per kilogram. You're hitting 4 watts per kilogram. I think he's not going to chase you for toffee. Well done. Well done, every guys. Well done. Sarah is now in 50. I think she's got about 2 or 3 kilometres to go, I think. Yeah, she's doing really well. Really hard races. Let's see if we can get any of these results up on the screen. You did really well, Sadie. Well done. The results are starting to come through on Zwift Power. Just not quite got down to category C yet. As soon as they come up, I'm going to put them on the screen. So it looks like so well done to Laura Mason as well. She looks like she actually picked Josh to the spot in front of Josh. I think 5th place. Josh picked her last week, and so this time returned the favour. So well done to her. Well done, Sarah. This chap's just used his last power up for the race, so you're right on his tail. He isn't going to be using having much more left for the rest of this race, so just stay on his wheel, I would. Just keep in his draft and just try and just easy hold your. That's it, good. Yeah, just try and hold back a little bit. Just the next person in front of you is quite a way ahead. So if you feel like you've got it in you, then push on big time. It's just over 1.5 kilometres to go, I think. It's a very long 1.5. I think the live stream did it broke at one point halfway through, and I've just done another one, so I think unfortunately we've got 2 live streams, so hopefully you'll get to watch at least the race in 2 halves anyway. Exciting, what race to watch, really exciting. Oh, okay, yeah. That's it, Sarah. This is a short punchy hill. Just stay on his wheel. So Sarah's just holding off the watts a little bit here. You can see Sarah's hitting 1.7, well, 2.1, whereas the other chap in front is pushing 2.6. I think I just saw 3 as well a minute ago, 2.7. So he's trying to push and drop Sarah now, but I don't think he's going to do it. I think Sarah's got a little bit more left in the tank for her. So Sarah's just going through the what would be the Flamme Rouge now. As they come around this corner, I think there's about 500 or 600 meters to go. Just as you come around this corner, it flattens out for that short period and then it kicks up, but only for a short period. So you can see it on the mini map there. As you go around that corner, it kicks up to 8%. Well done, Sarah. Good. Yeah, just get out of the saddle, push. It's only a short one, but don't burn all of your matches. Just try and hold a little bit back for the end, because it is quite a long drag out once you get to the top of this hill. It starts to ease off now. That's it. Good. Push. So it saved the aero helmet for the very end, just exactly when she needs it, which is perfect. Drinking a bit of water. Well done, Sarah. Push. Not long now. Last 300 meters. Not even that. It's 100 meters to go, I think. Push. Well done. 4.3 watts per kilogram. Absolutely smashing the guy behind him. 3.5, 3.2. Well done. He's not going to catch you. Well done. Really good. Well done, Sarah. Great. Good work. And back into the real world. Well done, team. Really good efforts there. Great results all round. Oh, here we go. I think we've got the results up here on the screen, so hopefully I can see some of them. Here we go. So we got Leighton Smith first place, got the Gold Cup. David Tilstead still second place. Julian Duhamel, is that how you say it? In third place for Fond. Then you got Matt Colleague in fourth place, Laura Mason in fifth place, Josh Naylor in sixth, Sylvian Merritt for Founder in seventh, Sam Fales for Peace Fit in eighth, Simon Field in ninth, and Craig Hamilton in 10th. So really good. The 400 teams have only got 2 top 10 finishes. We've got 4. The next one down was Pilio Danny in 11th and Julian Soul in 15th. So yeah, really good, guys. Really good. Sadie, you've been. It looks like Zwift Power's picked up your ride anyway on Zwift Power. So if it did, yeah, good. Well done. Post-race interviews. I don't know if I could do that actually. Let's see if we can do that. Hang on a minute, let's try and...
Jam to go with it, IKEA style. Yeah, that'll do.
That sounds lovely.
I've actually got IKEA loaf-berry.
Post-race interview then. Leighton, how do you find out you do it right? I've got you on loudspeaker now.
That was killer. Absolutely brutal. I think last week Innsbruck's final KOM was tough but steady pace, but that was just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
You did a really long, big sprint from a good 5 or 6 kilometres out, so I think you did really well to hold that sprint and hold that gap. It looked painful, mate.
5 kilometre sprint, blimey. I didn't mean to.
It's almost from the KOM, wasn't it? From the KOM, you went over the top, and literally they didn't catch you from then.
I came to the bottom of the KOM at the back of the group. I kind of got the downhill wrong, and so I kind of pushed up through the group, and then I got a bit of a gap to, I think it's Hamilton on the Essex team, like 6 metres, and Dave was there as well, and I thought, stop it, I'm just going to use my feather, and the gap just started going, a bit further and further and further. I think I had 10 seconds over the top, and that was it. I had to go for it. Couldn't hold back.
You certainly did that, Leighton. That was really, really good, really impressive.
I was super impressed by the way that the team tried to hold back as well. Didn't chase down the gap. Just tried to disrupt the chases. I think that helped as well.
So Leighton, you finished on 3.1 watts per kilogram. David just a little bit over, 3.2. So hopefully he's all right for next race. Matt Colley, 3 watts per kilogram. Laura Mason finished at 3.7 watts per kilogram. Absolutely smashed it, but I'm not sure what will happen with her result, category.
Female category, so she's got 4 watts per kilogram.
Okay, really, okay.
In a mixed race.
Josh got 3.3 watts per kilogram.
Oh, 95% of that, he could be going up to D-Cat next week.
Yeah, well done, guys. Really good.
Nicely done, guys. Well, we're on the 3-race limit now, aren't we? So I think it's 4.
I'm going to shoot off, guys. Thank you.
Well done, Sadie.
Well done, Sadie.
Well done,
Thank
Sadie.
you very much.
Cheers, bye.
So that's the end of the race. Well done, guys. Top results from Poole Wheeler's team. So yeah, until next race, right on, guys.